It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on second down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. Into the out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Wk11. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage. He decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence will have to be pretty high after that first drive. Able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look here now at their 4th-year cornerback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Adams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 38, Wilson, open man, and again it's Sutton. He's got room at the 30, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. It's Wk11. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Over the
middle, complete to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They go play action with Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They stopped the hold in there.
They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the 1. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
For the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that
one. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. They'll drop to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll set up to throw.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to move back in front.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now Wilson on first down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Back to Renfro again, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get it inside the 35. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the 38, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Nifty move by Gordon. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to them?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop during a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Russell Wilson and the Broncos set for another offensive series. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Wk11. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, well moved. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I love the poise in the pocket right here. Protection, absolutely sensational. And he's able to use that protection to scan the field, make sure his receiver came open, and then deliver a perfect pass. That was beautiful.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jacobs now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down by 12. A minute 51 on the clock. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On first down, Wilson.
Finding Sutton.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On 1st and 10, Wilson.
And that's checked down to Gordon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, wide open, complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Six yards left on second down.
Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle for the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just turned. A miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.